Hello again, and welcome back to my holiday series. Today is the Chinese Valentine's Day and National Thrift Shop Day. You know, pop them tags. I honestly, I find a lot of like costume pieces and things like that at thrift stores or thrift shops. Sorry, it's like really bright, but not really bright. It's that weird false brightness. So I like to go to thrift shops. I like to find weird, crazy pieces and, you know, throw together a costume type thing. I've been working on for like a really long time a steampunk type outfit, and I found a really cool skirt at Goodwill for it, so, you know, I'm all for it, man. And then the other half, sorry, my nose is all like itchy and runny and gross. The Chinese Valentine's Day. So I looked this up because I kind of thought it was going to go, like, coincide with, like, the Japanese, I believe it's called, like, White Day or something. It's where, like, the girls bake chocolate and give it to the boys, and then the boys make chocolate and give it to the girls, but it's not. It's actually something completely different. And it has to do with the stars. So it's also called the, I looked it up and wrote some stuff down. It's also called the Qixi Festival, I believe. Qixi, how it's spelled. Anyway, and it's when the cowherd, Niulang, and the weaver girl, Xinu, meet annually. Okay, and it's always on the 7th day of the 7th lunar month in the Chinese calendar. Okay, so that's not our calendar. That's why it's not in July. The myth, the story, dates back like 2,600 years. It's crazy. It did inspire a Japanese festival, but not the one that I was thinking of, called Tanabata. And then it's also called Chilseok in Korea. The stars, Vega and Altair, Vega being, sorry, I wrote this yesterday and I'm trying to remember my notes. Vega was Niulang and, no, Vega was Xinu and Niulang is Altair. Their love was not allowed. I didn't really get why. It didn't exactly say, it just said their love was not allowed. Oh, okay, whatever. Some like classic Romeo and Juliet here. So they were banished to the opposite sides of the Silver River, aka the Milky Way. So once a year though, a flock of magpies would form a bridge between them and reunite them. And it also forms what's called like the summer triangle. And the star that forms, or that you can see, is Denubai? Or Deneb. Sorry, that's not a 9, that's a comma. My handwriting is really sloppy, and sometimes I can't read it myself. So, during this time, girls will pray to Xinu for wisdom, they'll make wishes for good husbands, and then they, like, show off all of their domestic skills, like, you know, knitting and cleaning and cooking and all that stuff. Kind of sexist, but, you know, it's, like I said, dated back, like, 2,000 years, almost 3,000 years, so, you know, that's kind of how they thought back then. It's important also to newlyweds, just in general, because they're like, hey, you know, we get to be together, thank you. And the people look to the sky for Vega and Altair and then Deneb. And if it rains, then that means that a river, there's two things it can mean. It means either that the river has swept away the Magpie Bridge, or that the rain is actually the tears of the couple, because they can't be with each other. And then a pair of magpies is now the symbol of conjoinal happiness and faithfulness. So I thought that that was pretty cool. You know, all except the whole, like, women have to show off their domestic skills. I don't know necessarily if this is exactly what they do still to this day, or if this is just what the traditions were, or if they do it, they do it for the tradition, not necessarily because women are domestic. But I kind of think, from what, you know, news, and which I mean, the news, but you know, like, you kind of still see that maybe the Chinese are a little still backwards like that, where, you know, women aren't as high up as men, or whatever, for whatever stupid reason they can come up with. But yeah, so there you have it, the Chinese New Year. And don't forget about Thrift Shop Day. Maybe you can go to a thrift shop and find a really cool magpie, like, little figurine or whatever, knick-knack. And then that'll tie it all in. But I hope you all enjoy. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Okay, bye. Weird random video. I don't know.